Ever wonder how pharmacists keep track of every drug interaction, dosage guideline, and regulatory rule in a world where medications are constantly evolving? It's like solving a massive, real-time puzzle, especially when patients take multiple medications at once. But what if there was a smarter, more precise way to organize all this information? That's exactly what researchers in Malta have developed with MedicX-KG, a groundbreaking knowledge graph that's redefining medication safety. Let's break down how it works and why it matters. So what's a knowledge graph? Think of it as a digital web of relationships. Instead of storing isolated facts, it maps connections, like linking drugs to their side effects, interactions, or regulatory rules. But here's the problem. Pharmacists today often rely on fragmented sources, outdated textbooks, subscription databases, or regional guidelines that don't always align. This can lead to confusion, especially when dealing with drugs from different countries or regulations. Take Malta, for example. Their drug regulations are a mix of European standards and legacy UK systems, creating a confusing patchwork. Plus, there's no single national database to unify this info. That's where MedicX-KG steps in. Instead of building another database, the team created a semantic bridge, a way to connect three key sources: the British National Formulary, BNF, DrugBank, and the Malta Medicines Authority, MMA. Here's how it works. Imagine a pharmacist checking if two drugs might interact. Instead of flipping through multiple references, they'd query MedicX-KG and get a clear, data-driven answer. The system also helps with local availability, dosage guidelines, and even adverse reaction patterns. And because it's built on a unified framework, it reduces the guesswork that comes with fragmented information. But how did they make this happen? The team didn't just throw data together. They used artificial intelligence and semantic technologies to map relationships between drugs, their therapeutic classes, and potential interactions. And here's the cool part. They work directly with pharmacists to ensure the system addresses real-world needs. Let's take an example. The medication Zeotec 10 mg tablets matched easily to the BNF entry for cetirizine hydrochloride. But something like Augmentin 500 mg/125 mg was trickier. It required breaking it down into its active components, amoxicillin and clavulanic acid, then using DrugBank to link them to the BNF entry for coamoxiclav. For even more complex cases, like adrenaline versus epinephrine, the team used synonym expansion from DrugBank and PubChem to ensure the right match. The results? Over 1,000 additional mappings through DrugBank, especially for international brands or newer drugs. PubChem then stepped in to handle the leftovers, matching 1,200 compounds that didn't fit neatly into existing categories. This isn't just about volume, it's about precision. MedicX-KG now contains 1.3 million drug interactions and 2,700 side effects, all structured to answer why and how risks arise, not just what they are. Here's what makes it special: localization. Unlike generic systems, MedicX-KG is tied to Malta's regulatory framework. That means it doesn't just know global drug data, it links medications directly to local approvals. For pharmacists, this is a huge deal. It's like having a cheat sheet that's tailored to the rules where they work. But how does it stack up against other tools? Let's compare. Systems like DrugBank or Micromedics are amazing for research or broad biomedical data, but they're not always practical for daily use. MedicX-KG. It's built for real-world decisions. It's not about all the data, it's about the right data, structured to help pharmacists act fast and confidently. Take this example. If a pharmacist wants to check if Digoxin and Amlodipine interact, MedicX-KG doesn't just say danger. It traces the science. Both affect the same liver enzyme, increasing digoxin levels. Reference: that's clinical AI done right, explainable, actionable, and precise. Of course, no tool is perfect. The team's already planning upgrades, real-time data updates, dosage guidelines, and testing in actual pharmacies. But the results are clear. MedicX-KG bridges the gap between global drug knowledge and local healthcare needs. For pharmacists, it's a step towards smarter, safer care, where the right answer is just a query away. Thanks for watching. If you're curious about how AI is reshaping healthcare, hit subscribe for more deep dives into cutting-edge research. And let us know in the comments, what medical questions would you want a knowledge graph to answer? Stay curious, and we'll catch you next time.